everyone, and welcome to another HG Gundam tutorial. Today we're going to be looking at a very simple, easy to build, no redstone involved ice farm. Now this is a very particular farm. As you can see, we're in the snow, and that's because this farm requires a snowy biome. Either snow-covered mountains, or a tundra, or a frozen ocean. If you build, you can see out there where the grass is green, you won't be able to build an ice farm there simply because it's too warm. You see, as we go over and go down slightly, the snow turns to rain. It's too warm. So we want to do this over here. And like I said, this is a no redstone involved farm. The only thing you will need is a Silk Touch pickaxe, because that is the only way to harvest ice. Now, find your mountaintop, find you a spot, build up 5. Then come out 10 on either side. Where was that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then fill in all the sides. Now, as you will see, everything you need for this farm is in my inventory bar. You'll need some building blocks, some iron, what are these? Iron bars, some hoppers, some chests, and water. And that is literally it. There's no redstone involved in this farm at all. And ice can be a hard thing to procure for a lot of people. They don't have the biomes around, or they're on a server where nobody's got an ice farm set up. And you can't build an ice farm just anywhere, as I stated earlier. So this is a useful thing to have, though it can require traveling some distance to find a place to build it. And you can always set up a quick travel location through the Nether, which is generally preferred with distant farms. And since there's no AFK required for this farm, as you can go off, leave it, the water will be frozen when you come back. Oh, that's too many. It's a simple farm to continuously harvest. And if you do want to wait, it only takes 5 to 10 minutes at most for the water to freeze. And one side left. And it doesn't matter what you build the farm out of. Any building block type will work. The only thing you have to worry about is mob proofing the edges of the farm. And you can do that with carpet. Do not use torches or any other light source, or it will cause the water to stay water. It will not freeze. Now there is a particular trick to these farms, which is where the iron bars come in. Now we're only going to do a depth of 1 here, but here's where the trick comes in. As you can see, I'm facing the farm diagonally, and I'm going to put in a series of blocks straight across the middle, like so. And the reason for this is these will be a base for the iron bars. Just pop one on top of each of these blocks. And then break them. The reason for this is the water underneath these blocks will stay water, or underneath the iron bars, it will stay water, so every time you harvest, that line of water source blocks will refill the entire farm. And now we put our water in. Just put a line of water across one wall, all the way across, and then a second wall, all the way across, and the water should create water source blocks across the entire thing. And as you can see, we've got our first piece of ice already formed. Now, as I said, we need a Silk Touch pickaxe, so let's make one of those. Forgot something right here. And while we're waiting for the water to freeze, we'll make our collection system. This is not a necessary step right here. This is simply because I built on a very small mountaintop and I need some space. Now, if you want to light up underneath the farm, that's fine. But no torches, no glowstone, nothing up here. And like I said, you may want to mob-proof this with carpet. Or buttons, or whatever you happen to feel like. But carpet will work. And we'll use white carpet for the snow. Now for our collection system, we're just going to build a line of a stack of chests. You want it to come out a couple blocks past the edge of the farm, and you'll also need a way up to the farm. So you can use some ladders or a water column or whatever you'd like, as long as you have a way up there. But now we're here, we need a collection system, so we'll plop down a couple chests and we'll build a little tower of chests that go up to the level of the farm, so that while you're up there after you've harvested, you can just drop the ice that you've collected into the top chest and let it filter down to the bottom. And there we go. Now, like I said, you can light up under the farm if you like. to keep mobs away from here. And as long as the light sources are under the farm, this will not be a problem. As long as there are no light sources up here. Any light sources up here will cause the ice to melt. So now we just have to wait for our ice. And I will cut here, and then we will come back to our farm once everything is frozen. Until then, see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. Now, as we can see here, we have a fully frozen basin of water, except for the water sources directly under our iron rods. This will allow the farm to refill as we harvest the ice. Now, as many of you may notice, I have a shiny new pair of boots. I've placed Depth Strider 3 on these boots because it allows us to move around more freely in the basin as it's refilling with water. I've also added efficiency and mending to this pickaxe so that you can repair it as you're harvesting the ice or after you've harvested the ice, and I put efficiency on it to make it harvest faster. So let's switch over to survival mode. And let's give this a harvest and see how well it produces. One thing to keep in mind with this farm, Frostwalker boots will not freeze it faster, as the ice that's generated by that will break and turn back into water sources very quickly after it's been laid. Oh, there's some more over there I missed. Pop. Now let's go back over here and let's see how much ice we've collected. 4 and a bit stacks. That should be enough for 29 or 30 pieces of packed ice. 30 with 5 left over. And just plop in here. But it took about 10 minutes for this basin at 20 by 20 to completely freeze back over. So there we go. And in another 10 minutes, this pond will be completely frozen again and ready for another harvest. So I hope you found this tutorial informative. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.